from morning to evening, what all you are observing, ask what is that, why is it, how is it impacting. That's only is called as economy in simple. But why NCERT, sir, before we go to the actual syllabus? See, NCERT or for that matter, look at all school textbooks. So intermediate mathematics paper 1, paper B, we solved very difficult calculated statistics, probably derivatives, theorems, but still we got 150 out of 150 in paper 1, 150 out of 150. Both the papers 75, 75. But to solve the difficult mathematical equations, what do we need? We need basics. We have developed the concepts from very starting of plus minus to slowly gradual application. So any subject you should approach in the right manner. So that is the reason why NCERT. So in simple, what we are going to do in NCERT economy class, backside of every chapter in NCERT's glossary of the terminology is listed out. Not the textbook definition, correct meaning of the word, logic behind that word, and how is it used. That is the purpose of this NCERT classes. Probably no need to read all NCERTs for economy at least, because first clarification, economics is not there in UPSC. What is economics, sir? Academic discipline of a subject called as economics. BA economics, MA economics, they'll study curves, charts, theorems, all this. But important thing to know about is economics and microeconomics is not there in UPSC, which means you do not worry about graphs, charts, diagrams, theorems, calculations, not there in UPSC syllabus. At least UPSC is good. We should be thankful to UPSC. Clearly they have mentioned economic growth and development in India, meaning only application part of the syllabus only is there. So first clarification, economics is not there, but Indian economic growth and development. This is the syllabus. If you look at in prelims as well as mains, just one line is given. So look at the word, Indian economic growth and development. So this is what is exactly precede the syllabus of UPSC. So first clarification, should we read all NCERT economics? Answer is no, because economics as such is not there in UPSC. Should we read microeconomics? Answer is no. Probably macroeconomics 12th standard, probably Indian economic growth and development 11th standard. That too not every chapter, that too not every page is important for the exam. Only relevant terms for UPSC syllabus is what you are supposed to study. I would suggest after the classes are over, then read probably parallelly the summary of the NCERT. So rather than directly taking up a book called NCERT, probably as the classes are going on parallelly, so you can read. So this is the first clarification. So before we go to NCERT classes, so myself, I am Vishnu Reddy. I have been teaching for UPSC for last 10 years. I teach sociology optional and economy. I served as ACAO, as Intelligence Bureau, Ministry of Home Affairs. I served as Administrative Officer in ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. I cleared UGC NET and APSET, worked as Assistant Professor in Economics. So I love teaching, that's the reason why I am here. Out of syllabus, no need to remember. But just to know that yes, what you are going through, already we have gone through. So just to let you know that what is the demand of the exam, how you should approach toward that particular subject, and what should be your attitude toward the particular subject. Because every UPSC aspirant hate one subject, that is called as economy. The reason being not subject is difficult, the reason being approach toward the subject. Which means unnecessarily people are burdened with 2000, 3000 pages, compilations and so on. Frankly speaking, out of all the 2000 pages, 3000 pages, what is relevant for the UPSC syllabus may be less than 100 to 150 pages. So what is smart work in preparation? Less reading, more thinking. What are you saying, sir? Less reading, more thinking. In fact, I would say more application. That is what economy demands. In examiner is not interested. You have taken coaching in which institute? You studied which favorite book? Vivek Singh, Ramesh Singh, Rakul Preet Singh. No. Examiner is only interested. You have something called medulla oblongata, cerebrum. I mean, big brain, small brain. Do you know how to use it? Okay, use it now. That's what at least UPSC economy demands. Means it's not based on theory. It's not based on by hearting the definition. You will be able to answer questions. By understanding the meaning of the word correctly, logically, just apply that in the exam. And an interesting trend is observed in UPSC prelims, at least in economy, the last 2 to 3 years. Earlier they used to ask concepts. Now they are asking the application of the concept. Last year prelims, 4 questions came from one concept called deficit, fiscal deficit, revenue deficit, effective revenue deficit. All the questions are numericals. Numericals meaning they are giving the numbers and they are asking you to identify. It's not some big seaside problem and all. Whatever theme that you are going to learn, you have to apply it. The examiner is interested. Enough is enough. You are reading all physics wala, Vishnu IAS, PT 365, all PDF. No, we don't want all that. We want what is there inside the brain. At least for economy, I would say. And I won't say that economy is just like mathematics. If your concepts are clear, 100% I won't say, because we are human beings. 95 to 98% your answers will be correct. If your concept is clear, not 98%, 105% answer will be wrong. How, sir? Whether you know the concept or don't know the concept, that's all. No ambiguity, no interpretation, no subjectivity at all. Your concept is clear, answer is perfect. If concept is not clear, you have to learn the concept. Okay? So this is brief idea about economy, economics. Probably what all I will be studying. So before what all we will be studying, what all I will be explaining. So this is my Telegram ID, IAS Educare by Vishnu sir. So in this Telegram channel, daily I am posting current affairs update from all polity, geography, history, sociology optional, economy update, topic wise, folder wise, or you can say polity update, economy update, geography update, history update, current affairs update, Hindu tutorial summary, all is available. So why I am telling this Telegram channel, at least as a UPSC aspirant, I expect you to daily to follow 2 folder. Educare, EDUCARE. This is Telegram channel, IAS Educare by Vishnu sir. Daily at least I expect you to read 2 folders. One, Hindu editorial summary. Why I'll tell you. How is it relevant to economy also I'll tell you. Whatever the most burning topic, from that burning topic only, invariably one editorial will be there. I'm not talking about big editorial research analysis. If you look at Hindu paper, top left side, 2 small editorials will be there. So one of them will be definitely related to current burning topics only. If you read that summary, you will get to know, I would say, that theme is important for prelim, that theme is important for the mains. Second, if you read daily, your CSAT ability, comprehension also will be developed. In that, whatever keywords are there, that keywords meaning you supposed to know correctly. Second, in newspaper, whatever economy related updates are there daily, I will be posting the relevant summary of it, which means probably if you look at business paper, newspaper, economy paper, so many articles will be there. All are not important. Probably 1 or 2 items. Out of that also 1 or 2 keywords is important for our exam. So if you are a serious UPSC aspirant, I would expect you to look at daily all the folders. Polity update, economy update, geography update, SNT update. Not so serious sir, we will see sir after 2 to 3 years, at least daily Hindu editorial summary and economy update. Why I will tell you. Initially till your GS classes commences, you won't understand the entire newspaper. But from that, which term is important, how the term is relevant for us, it's like getting into the mode, like warm-up match. Before we start the practice, it's like a warm-up match. Regularly if you're following the newspaper, after 2 weeks you'll understand, wow, this term is coming regularly in the newspaper. Means important for prelims exam, important for mains exam. So if you are somewhere economy background, MA economics background, also good, but you will be able to get to know the meaning of the term. Okay? So I hope all of you are sincere only. I hope. Assumption may be wrong also. No sir. You must read. But initially challenge for every aspirant is, They do not know what is important, what is not important in the paper. They also do not know how to link that with the prelims, how to link that with the mains. So when you read a folder every day, you will get to know, oh, this topic came today in the newspaper. Before itself, this is prelims question, this is mains question. So your mind will get used to it. Whenever you see any newspaper from that time onwards, you will remember, oh, this is important for prelim, this topic. This is the mains related aspect. So to get you aware about what is happening around you, probably from newspapers, national, international, all these events. So I would expect you to read at least these two. If you read daily all the folders, excellent. You are a gem, probably. And if you explain to your friend, you are a diamond, probably. Because see, initially, what is required for us is to understand the basic terminology. So that's the reason why the purpose of NCERT classes is to commence all this. So what all we are going to cover in this NCERT classes, sir? Probably a couple of weeks, probably around 20 hours in a span of 10 classes. So we will be covering basic NCERT terms. Actually today's class is only I am going to discuss all terminology, very basic NCERT terms. I would say this basic NCERT terms will help you in reading the newspaper. When you read the paper, any economy word that comes in the paper, you will be able to understand in a far better manner. Not textbook definition, not NCERT definition, understanding. I am saying understanding. You are going to listen very carefully. So after that we are going to cover examiner's one favorite topic, national income. Probably most of you know GDP, GNP, NDP, NNP, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, financial year, assessment year, tax year. We will not start as GS PCM standard, but to understand that PCM classes, this will create a level playing field. Some of you may be from economy, some of you may be from science background. For everybody, basic level of understanding of the terms would be created. So after this, we will be covering, because everybody is working hard to increase their money and to save. So this is money and banking, probably. And apart from that, in all these are NCERT only, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, I am just compiling various chapters from different NCERTs. So that from very basic to advanced, we will be covering all of them. So apart from this, if you don't study properly, you have to experience one chapter. That chapter is called as poverty, unemployment. Some part already you are experiencing it. Probably full part I don't want you to experience. So I want you to come out of it. I want you to bring so many people out of it. You do understand? Poverty, unemployment. Already suffering from unemployment. Oh my God. Probably after unemployment chapter you will understand that you are not unemployed in government records. She is feeling she is unemployed. And I am telling, after we discuss this poverty and unemployment chapter, you will realize you are not recorded as unemployed in government records. Why? You will understand. Types of poverty, types of unemployment, every year repeated prelims question. Which means not the meaning of the word, theme is important. So apart from this poverty and unemployment, external sector basics. External sector basics means what is BOP, what is current account, what is capital account, what is rupee appreciation, what is rupee depreciation, what is devaluation. Every day when you read the paper, 93 rupees equal to $1. What injustice is this, sir? Why not 1 rupee equal to $100, sir? Why Bush, not Bush? So why this Donald Trump uncle is blackmailing us? So which means what are imports, what are exports? A simple shopping that you do in Amazon, Meesho, how is it influencing our currency value? You are going to understand in external sector. So probably we will also be covering taxation, fiscal policy, budgeting. Not necessarily in the same order, but this is all we are going to cover in the span of our NCERT classes. So today we will be covering this basic concept of basic NCERT terms. So this is what broadly we will be covering. Sir, does it mean that if you listen to NCERT classes, will it be enough to solve UPSC previous year prelims question? Answer is yes, partly. Why partly, sir? These are basic concepts. But in every chapter in PCM, prelims cum mains batch, we have to go to the advanced level, and for which we have to add current affairs also. So then your UPSC preparation would be complete for economy. So I keep on saying this for every batch. Economy requires 3 C's. So what are the 3 C's, sir? Vitamin C. Conceptual clarity. So when I say conceptual clarity, not the textbook definition, understanding it logically correctly. You can write in your own words. UPSC is not expecting to reproduce as it is, not at all required. Any current affairs related to that specific concepts, which we call it as current events, which means whatever concepts you study, for that concept related term will be there in the newspaper. So example to understand, our NSO estimated India's GDP growth for the next year would be roughly in the range of 7 to 8%. It's a current affairs. But to understand it, what is the concept that we required? National income, GDP, GNP. Plus current data. From where do we get current data, sir? Official documents of the government, which are called as budget, economic survey, summary. Look at the word I am using. Summary. Whichever year you are going to give the attempt, in that year, probably official document survey called budget, official economic survey summary. No need to read all 800 pages. Finance Minister also won't read all the pages because she is not so busy. No, she is not having time like us. So whatever is relevant for our syllabus, only that relevant obvious data only we should read. So this is what is expected of you for prelims as well as for mains. And it would be inappropriate or it would be inappropriate to tell that this topic is important for prelims, this topic is important for mains. Answer is no. Every topic is important for prelims as well as mains. Because UPSC is known for unpredictability. If you feel that the chapters are not important for prelims and if you ignore, we are so lucky most of the questions will come from that chapters only that year. And similarly, if you go for mains, assuming that no questions would come from these chapters, you are so lucky all the questions would come from that chapter only. You do understand what I am saying? Every topic, what is prelims, sir? Conceptual clarity is for the prelims. So after watching a movie, I am just asking you casually, how was the movie? So you are telling that movie story in 2 to 3 minutes. Exactly after reading a topic, you are explaining your understanding to your friend. That is only for mains. So every topic is important for both for prelims and mains. What else is there in the syllabus other than this, sir? National income, inflation, monetary policy, financial market, banking, taxation, fiscal policy, budgeting, external sector, so poverty and employment, planning, Niti Yog, infrastructure, services, international economic organizations. This is GSPCM syllabus. So this NCERTs would help in understanding actual syllabus of PCM batch. So that is the reason why it's a right way to start. What is expected of you? I try to not to sleep and I'll make you that you won't sleep. Probably. And just don't try to by heart the definitions, try to understand it. Okay? After this, okay? Able to sleep properly? Able to sleep properly? No, sir. Not yet started, sir. So very fundamental question only I'll start. So I asked you casually a question, sir, what is the purpose of keeping economy in the syllabus? Okay? Probably by the end of NCERT classes, you will feel, oh, economy is so simple. Unnecessarily we get so much of apprehensions, you will understand. Probably not even 1 week. After 2-3 classes only you will get a clarity. It is very simple. Unnecessarily we are making it complex. So who are authors? Authors are those who are good at making simple things complex. So who are teachers? Teachers are those who make complex things simple. That is the difference. Okay? So very fundamental concept. Economics and economy. So don't worry, I'll dictate the notes also after the terms are explained. Try to understand, try to listen. Economy, economics. So any BA student, MA student, economics student, commerce student, MBA students? So they know it. They study something called business economics. Somebody will study microeconomics. Somebody will study macroeconomics. So a separate academic discipline given by so many scholars in that field evolved as a separate subject. That subject is called as economics. Application of that to real life what we study is called as economy. This is theoretical aspect. This is more about application aspect. Anyway, no need to remember, no need to write, not at all relevant, because I'm just trying to tell you, don't try to learn economy from theoretical background. Theoretical background means by hearting the definition from textbook. Not required, because that is not part of our syllabus. Okay? So very fundamental concept that is mentioned in 7th class NCERT or 8th class NCERT. You need to read. Not required. At least for economy I am saying. Very fundamental concept. Need, want, choice. So based on this also UPSC asked a question. What is the need for you to come to the class? Why did you come to the class, dear? Hostel AC is not working, sir. Hostel AC is not working, sir. Who will provide nice, wonderful 2 hours of sleep, sir? No? She was telling something. Yes, yes, madam. Why did you come to attend NCERT classes? What was the need for you to attend? To learn economy. Why should we learn economy? To clear the exam. Oh, nice. Just because you attend the classes, you may clear the exam, you not clear the exam. Okay, let's assume. What is the purpose of clearing the exam? Getting into civil services. Oh, okay, nice. Oh, what is the purpose of getting into civil services? Get some government job. Okay. So, what do you get by getting to gain knowledge in the economy? Oh, only knowledge will not be enough, dear, because society want money. Manishi ante evaru? So what all you told is correct. I asked a question. What is the need for you to learn, to gain knowledge in the economy, to clear the exam, to get a job? Ultimately, what is that you are achieving through all this? I don't know about this, but I can say you want to improve. So she includes he also. Look at he chasing she chasing he, both are chasing money. That is called as life. When money is not there, she is not there, she is not there, he is not there. And both money is there, she is there, peace of mind will not be there. So probably, I mean, she includes he also, he includes she also. I asked a question, what do you get by becoming a government officer? You want to improve your wealth. You want to improve your social status. Now nobody is respecting us. After madam becomes IAS officer, protocol. Escort will be there, security guard will be there, Pilla Bandroth will be there, PA will be there. Obviously, wherever you go. So, what is that everybody is trying to do? They are trying to increase their social status, their economic status. This is what an uncle called Adam Smith. So, this uncle, who is called as father of economics, he wrote a book called Wealth of Nations. So, in this book, he says something interesting, because of which separate subject called economy evolved. What does this uncle says? Everybody is ambitious. Everyone wants to improve their wealth. In the process of achieving their ambition, wealth is created, but it is a little bit philosophical also. In the process of generating wealth, do something back toward the society also. Which means there is nothing wrong in earning wealth. Earn the wealth through ethically, legally. Give back some of it toward the society also. Did you understand what I is saying? Have big ambition. In the process of achieving ambition, follow rules, be ethical, earn money, and do something towards the welfare of the fellow human beings also. So, which studies this separate discipline is called as economics. Interesting. So, if I ask, Probably Elon Musk. What is his next ambition? He is not happy with the wealth that he has. Obviously. So which means if you ask Mukesh Ambani, probably is he happy with the health he has? Probably not. So what Adam Smith uncle is saying, everybody is ambitious. Everyone wants to improve their social status and economic status. In the process of achieving ambition, wealth will be created, and in the process of this, needs are satisfied, wants or alternatives are provided, choice is available. So something which studies all this is called as economics. But a very fundamental question, what is need? Just before coming to the class, our friend is feeling thirsty. So she is feeling thirsty. So feeling thirsty is called as need. So what are the alternatives available to satisfy the thirst? Water. Water is not available. Juice, buttermilk. So probably, so feeling thirsty is a need. Different options are available to satisfy our thirst. Can we say that? So I assume that before you came to the class, you had some lunch? Feeling hungry? Not no sir. Now feeling angry? No sir. So feeling hungry is need. So what are the options available for you to satisfy your hunger at that point of time? Whatever is available in hostel sir. Curd rice. No rice now because of gas connection. Only rice. Morning also rice, afternoon also rice. Whatever. So which means feeling thirsty is need. Whereas alternatives available is called as want. Need is a feeling of deprivation, lack of feeling of something. Want is the alternative options available to satisfy that need. So which mobile phone you are using? Probably which branded mobile phone you are using? Samsung, Vivo, OnePlus, Apple, Pineapple, White Apple, Green Apple, Xiaomi, Realme, Poco, Pora, Pove, whatever, all. Why do we need a mobile phone? Communication. Communication is a need. So why did C select Samsung? Why did I select Poco? Why did our friend select probably MI? What is the reason? Based on, very good, based on their budget, futures, availability, requirement, they made a choice. Whatever you are today, it is because of the choices that you made yesterday. Yes? So past is history, future is mystery, only present is present. Yes? Past is experience, present is experiment, future is expectation. Whatever choices you make every day will decide your future. Just from morning to evening, look at the 24 hours time that's available. What choice you made will decide your future. Agreed? All of you made a choice, afternoon 3:30 to 5:30, by sacrificing your 2 hours of the valuable sleep. You made a choice to attend a class. Obviously, that's a choice. Of course, some are doing justice for both, that is different thing. But definitely you made a conscious choice. Why sir? 3:30 to 5:30, available time is limited. In the 2 hours, you can attend a class, your choice. You can watch a Netflix web series, that's a choice. So you can simply make Instagram reel, that's also a choice. But all of us decided a conscious choice. So what is the conscious choice? Attending the class. Why? We expect some good return out of it in the future. So what is that economy is talking about? Is the choice correct or not? Is there a better alternative available for making a choice? If wrong choice is made, what is the result? If right choice is made, what is the result? Not only for you, together as a community, for the country, for the nation, for the globe, for the world. If two people, if they had discussed with each other by keeping their egos aside, probably the world would not have suffered today. But they made a wrong choice because the world is suffering. I am referring to war only. See, if they both had opted for a negotiation or a discussion instead of escalation of ego, probably result would be different. Now, take your own example. Why did you select a choice of preparing for UPSC, madam? ఏంటి సార్ మీరు ఎప్పుడు క్వశ్చన్లు అడుక్కుంటా? Why did you decide? Why did you make a choice of opting a career in civil services? Wonderful answer. To increase social and economic status. Very good. Honest answer.
This is the number one prestigious job in India.
Why do you think it is number one and prestigious? I don't think it is prestigious.
Society thinks about like that.
Why should we worry about society? Damn society.
We are living in society.
Oh, we are living in society. Nice. Okay. I mean, she's talking in terms of power. Accepted. Accepted. She's talking in terms of power. Socially visible power. What she said is correct. Because you see the visible power in two things, politics and the government job. Display of social status in India directly visible in two. One is politics, one is government job. Okay, accepted. Power. What else? Come on, dear. Why do you want to prepare your career in UPSC? It's okay, just casual question only. Don't worry, this is not UPSC interview. Boys are telling, sir, to get more dowry, sir. True only, obviously. See, now nobody is bothering about them because they don't consider. But after clearing civil services, what happens? 100 crore, 500 crore, 200 crore, 1000 crore. Suddenly, boom, boom will happen in the market. You should have clarity of your choice. You need not answer to me, you have to answer to yourself. The clear the answer, job security and stability in the government job, sir. Very good. You should know why are you making that choice, and you should also know positives of the choice. Should also be ready to face negatives of the choices that you are going to make. I hope you know the risk involved, but still you have made a choice. Correct, dear? So sometimes, yes, our choices may be correct, may not be correct, because multiple choices will be available. You should not become a multiple choice in anybody else's life. You should become only fill in the blank. Didn't understand? You should not be any one of the choices. You should be the only choice, because this is a single piece. I mean, a person. See, I would say some of you may got selected for campus jobs also, probably, but you did not make a choice of career in that. Consciously informed choice. Tomorrow, when you are as a district collector, of whatever resources which are available, some village is asking school, some village is asking hospital, some village is asking road, some village is asking connectivity, some village is asking probably they want to contest beauty contest. But government will not give all the resources that you are asking. Government would sanction probably 100 crore, 150 crore, 200 crore, 300 crore. DM, district magistrate. We have to make a choice. Okay, what is priority? What should be given important? For which division what should be allocated? You are going to make a choice. Practically you are going to make a choice tomorrow. Similarly, if you are posted in any department, whichever department you are posted in, you will be actually spending with your green ink sign. He will be made as in charge of withdrawing officer, which means unless you sign on the check, funds will not be withdrawn. How carefully you make your choice so that you will also get benefited, society also will get benefited. Now, very fundamental concept called need, want, choice. How UPSC previous year question is based on this theme. Which of the following statements are correct? Statement 1. Resources are limited. Resources are limited. Desires are unlimited. You became IAS officer, All India first rank, Telangana cadre only. After that, what? Oh, resources are over, needs are over. Become philosopher. Sir, obviously, sir, same cadre spouse. Okay, same cadre spouse also. After that, what? IAA children. Okay, after that, there is no end to it. Did you understand what I am saying? Needs are unlimited. Resources are limited. Is this statement correct? Okay. Second statement. Need cannot be created. It has to be felt by individual. Look at the meaning of the statement. Need cannot be created. It has to be felt by the individual. Unless you feel hungry, unless you feel there is a need, nobody else can make you feel that need. So what is the meaning of need? Feeling of lack of something, feeling of deprivation is called as need. Who has to feel the need? Individual has to feel the need. All of you felt a need. What is that need? Job security and social status. That was the real need. That's why you came to a particular career option. Want. Alternatives can be created to satisfy the need. You can be a teacher, you can be a scientist, you can be an engineer, you can be a doctor, you can be an actor, you can be a lawyer, you can be a judge. Different options are available. But you selected IAS, IPS. Why? To make India a developed nation by 2047. Viksit Bharat. So look at three statements based on this. Needs are, or you can say resources are limited, needs are unlimited. Second statement. Need has to be felt by the individual. Third statement. Wants are created in the process of production, distribution to ensure consumption. So in Ashok Nagar, what is the need? Civil services coaching is a need. To satisfy that need, look at the different wants which are available, probably different hostels, study halls, Xerox centers, Pani Puri centers, Thoda Pyaz Dalo Bhaiya. See, look at what is the need? Acquire the knowledge to get into a job. So very fundamental concepts. What is need? What is want? What is a choice? I feel you made a right choice, probably by opting for a career. After this, okay? Now, this will lead us to three fundamental questions. What are the three fundamental questions, sir? What to produce? How to produce? Distribution. All NCERT terminology only. Nothing to worry. I'll post NCERT gist also in group IAS Educare Telegram channel. You can read later. So what is the meaning of what to produce? What is the meaning of how to produce? What is the meaning of distribution? It will lead us to two concepts called regularly what you keep on using. Goods, services, demand, supply. Every day we keep on using. Now everybody is using these words because of gas. Correct only? I mean, they don't know the meaning, but they are using it, including we. After this class, you will understand what is the correct meaning of it. Goods and services. So you're not feeling well, you are going to a doctor. Probably, doctor is performing some test on you and doctor is prescribing some medicines. So both goods and services are involved. Can we say that? Medicines are the goods. The way doctor treats you is service. So what is service? Intangible mental effort which satisfy the need is called as invisibles, intangibles, services. What is good? A raw material or a finished form which is satisfying the need, which is visible, is called as goods. Sometimes goods are separate, sometimes services are separate, sometimes both are intermingled with each other. So she is giving birthday party to all of us. So she has taken all of us to restaurant, probably Barchi. So the product that she ordered, biryani, is the product. The way they serve to us, behave with us, is called as service. Civil services. Tomorrow when somebody comes to your office, how will you behave with them? That is called as service. People forget what you say. People forget what you do. People will never forget how you make them feel. A poor farmer is not allowed to enter into metro because his clothes are dirty. That is India. A lady who was wearing sari is not allowed to enter into a hotel in Delhi because she is wearing sari. Forget about her. Sudha Murthy, present Rajya Sabha MP. She was humiliated because of her sari in USA airport. Do you understand what I meaning of service? You are not servant of the politician. You are not servant of XYZ political party. You are appointed under seal and signature of the president. You are servant of the constitution. How do you treat the poor, weaker, marginal sections when they come to your office? That is the real service. So goods are tangible, services are intangible. You keep reading one word, GST, gold and silver tax. No, goods and service tax. Means it is collected on goods also, it is collected on services also. Now goods clear, services clear. What is the meaning of demand? I am explaining all this to understand these basic fundamental questions of what to produce, how to produce. Now what's meaning of demand? Give an example, you will understand. So which is your favorite dream car? After you become an IAS officer, you wanted to buy some favorite dream car, dear. Our friend is telling Porsche, very nice. Which color, madam? Any color? Black color. It's okay. I mean, just for discussion only. What's wrong in that? There is nothing wrong. She wants to buy a Porsche car, black color. So will there be a demand for this Porsche car right now? She wants to buy. There is a desire to buy. She wants to buy. There is a desire. There is a dream. So as of now, is there a demand for this Porsche car? Why, sir? We are not demeaning her. We are just telling her probably car is around 3 to 5 crore. Balance in the account is around 300 rupees. No, sir, 30 rupees only she is telling. So, which means look at, there is nothing wrong. She wants to buy. Desire is there? Very good. Car is available? Yes. But what is missing? Very good. Capacity is missing. Ability to buy is missing. Now this madam is going after becoming an IAS officer to the same showroom. Will there be a demand for the car? Yes. So what is fulfilled? Desire to buy is fulfilled. Capacity to buy is fulfilled. She wanted special edition black color, that is also available. Most likely she can make a choice. So that is called as demand. Now understood what I meaning of demand? Just because there is a desire to buy, demand will not be there. And only product is available, desire is missing, demand will not be there. Desire available, capacity available, but product is not available. She wants to buy flying car, not normal car. That is our demand. Because traffic problem, so our need is a flying car. Whenever there is a traffic, press the button, car should become the flight. Now this is our need. We encourage with all automobiles, sir or madam, your idea is excellent. But right now we don't have a product. Desire is there, capacity also is there. But what is missing? So what is demand? Desire to buy, capacity to buy, availability of the product. That is called as demand. Now demand for gas connections is increasing. It is increasing because all people are simply making unnecessary panic. It is all created by people. And most of the problems are created by educated people only. Why? Because their knowledge is off, dangerous knowledge. Complete knowledge is fine, but half of knowledge only. Because all engineering exams, whatever they ask, we will write whatever we know. I mean, did not analyze completely. We analyzed only half. Somebody said in the TV, oh come on, gas prices are going to increase, gas prices are going to increase. Which means you are not understanding in total. Full you are not understanding. Understood? Supply. I hope in Ashok Nagar hostels there is no problem with the water supply, water connectivity is there. Yes? We don't know, sir. We are not from Hyderabad, sir. Supply. What is the meaning of supply? All the goods which are produced is not called as supply. Out of all the goods which are produced, which are ready for consumption without any defects is called as supply. So she is purchasing a dress in Reliance Trends. So she likes very particular top. But the top got damaged. Will she buy? She will not buy. So product is ready, but it's not part of supply. Why? Not ready to be consumed. So she wants to buy a scooty pep, probably Honda Activa, scooty anti-Activa, Activa anti-scooty. But a specific scooty does not have brakes. Will she buy? You should buy and give to somebody else. You should not use it. So which means, see, look at what is meaning of supply. Out of goods which are produced, they are finished, they are ready for consumption. I will give a practical example, you will understand. A mango farmer is cultivating mango orchards. Farmer produced 100 tons of mangoes. During transportation, storage and so on, some 5 to 10 tons got damaged. Finally, when you are picking up mango in the supermarket called Ratnadip or Mangalaram Santa or Budwaram Santa in Ashok Nagar, so you will select something which is in good condition only. You will not buy a damaged one. So that is called as supply. Out of the goods which are produced, which are not defect, which are ready to be consumed is called as supply. You can argue, sir, even damaged products also are used, sir. Yes. Of course, because of offers, Indians will use anything and everything, that different thing. But generally, we don't want to use a damaged product. Can we say that? The two terms are clear. Demand, supply, goods, services. This will help in understanding, solving our first question, what to produce. Kim Jong-un, along with the daughter, is conducting missile test and nuclear development program. Newspapers you are following. Kim Jong-un is president of North Korea. Along with the daughter, is overseeing missile test. But people of North Korea are dying from hunger and malnutrition. Why, sir? USA and South Korea are conducting joint military exercises. Look at the context. US and South Korea are conducting joint military exercises. To counter it, North Korea is conducting purposefully, deliberately missile test. He will be arguing, sir, you only told North Korea people are suffering from hunger, malnutrition, all this. True, but the president of North Korea or the dictator of the North Korea decided what is the need of North Korea right now, to send a signal to South Korea and USA. That's the reason why he is using money for what? Not for producing goods and services. For what purpose? Iran revolutionary guards at this point of time are using all their money for what? For war purpose, not for developmental purpose. So what is need of the public? First we have to understand. In summer, so many districts are suffering from water problem. So what is the need of the people? Availability of the water. In winter, so many districts are suffering from so many diseases. So what is the need of the public? Natural calamity happened in a district. What is the need? You have to understand the need of the public in which you are working. Because that is the immediate. You are the leader. Means what? You are the first citizen of the district here. You have to understand what is the need of our population. What is that they are suffering from. Got clarity? What is the meaning of need? Now based on this, there are two terms. Cost, price. So when you go to market, probably, so you are purchasing a notebook. So this notebook she purchased probably from Vikash bookshop. They sold it her for 60 rupees. How did they fix the notebook price as 60 rupees? Very good. They purchased the notebook from the manufacturer and they added their profit margin also to it. Very good. So which is called as cost plus profit. So after the class is over, you are going to a coffee shop. So friends are drinking coffee. Coffee price is 25 rupees. How did they fix the coffee price as 25 rupees? Very good. Cost. What is cost, sir? Expenditure incurred on factors of production. What are factors of production? Land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship. So to make 1 cup of coffee, first coffee shop has to pay rent. And some coffee master, tea master, somebody is required there to work. Yes, salaries or wages are paid. Whatever money that they borrowed from others, so they have to pay along with interest. And entrepreneurship means risk. Biggest risk in life is not taking any risk. Already you have taken the risk. What is risk? Risk of coming to the class in the afternoon. That is the risk. But risk also will comes with some return. Not all return, some return. So what is expected for entrepreneurship? Profit. Now let me explain. How did they fix one coffee price as 25 rupees? To make 1 cup of coffee, rental charges included, cooking master is included, plus all the raw material got included for their profit also. I would say roughly around 12 rupees is what is required for making 1 cup of coffee. They are keeping the price as 20, 25, whatever. Cost plus profit plus taxes is called as price. Now if you go to Kumbakonam coffee, filter coffee, aroma filter coffee in Ashok Nagar, probably you are not paying the tax. But if you go to Nilofer, CGST, SGST will come in the bill. If you go to Cave Coffee Day, even more. If you go to Starbucks, even more. Coffee is available for 25 rupees in Ashok Nagar. Coffee is available for 150 rupees in Nilofer. 250 rupees coffee is available in Cave Coffee Day. 600 rupees coffee is available in Starbucks. 5000 rupees coffee is available in 5-star hotel. All are coffee only. But what is the difference? Taste is the difference. You will be surprised. 25 rupees coffee, the tastiest of all. Ambience, targeted people, service, all these are additional. Obviously, which means different people are there for the different needs, different products are offered into the market. Right now, maybe for all of us, Starbucks coffee seems to be luxurious. So we don't want to go there. So after 3 friends became civil servants, will you come and drink in aroma filter coffee? Hey, what are you talking, sir? IAS officer, sir. For their class consciousness, probably they would go to Jubilee Hills, Banjara Hills, third wave coffee. Probably, we do not know. So did you understand what is meaning of need? Different people are having different needs. So different products are available in the market at different prices. So cost price. This is previous year question. Very fundamental question was asked. Which of the following pairs are correctly matched? Incorrectly matched. Factors of production and return. So land, rent, labor, salaries, capital interest, entrepreneurship profit. Previous year UPSC prelims question. Which of the following pairs are correctly matched? Incorrectly matched. Very basic question only, fundamental question. Okay? So thus we'll answer our first question called what to produce. Probably after writing these terms, we will go to the other terminology because too much break should not be given. Otherwise slowly wickets will go into. No. So up to this okay? Speed is okay? Able to follow? Yes. So which subject we are discussing? Ancient history. Correct only? No sir. Vedic civilization. No. At least you remember the subject, that's more than enough. No need to remember the topics, at least subject. Okay? So put the heading. So this is what we are discussing today. First topic. Basic NCERT terms of economy. Okay? Online students, hope you are aware. Are side by side watching something else in the screen? No sir. Very good. Economy is related to making a choice among limited resources to satisfy unlimited unlimited needs. Unlimited needs. Need refers to a feeling of deprivation. Need refers to a feeling of deprivation. deprivation. Feeling of deprivation or lack of something. Or lack of something. Want refers to alternatives available to satisfy need. Alternatives available to satisfy need. From these two statements, we can make up one, that needs are unlimited, resources are limited, so choice is inevitable. We have to make a choice. Correct only? Every day we are making choice. Not every day, sir. Every second we are making a choice. What choice? Choice to be good, choice to be bad, choice to be ethical, choice to be unethical, choice to be moral, choice to be immoral, choice to act as if listening to the class, choice as if not sleeping in the class. So anyway, choice is there. So we are making different choices. Correct only? As resources are limited, next line. As resources are limited, economy will help in making better choice. Better choice. So I am not saying the best choice. It is better choice. After making better choice only, you will understand better choice. Did you understand what I am telling? After making a better choice only, you will understand better choice. But choice is inevitable. The early you make better choice, you will get the better choice. Probably. Now once we know this, so there is a small concept called opportunity cost. This also previous year question based on the choice concept. See, when you make a choice at that point of time, whatever you feel is a better choice. Because you made a better choice, you have lost something. The next best choice which you have lost is called as opportunity cost. So in a economic terminology, it's called as the value of the next best alternative. So let me give a real life example. This madam got selected as deputy collector in UPSC Group 1. Now after UPSC rules, now you know all of you UPSC rules. After cadre new allocation policy, after you get selected for Group A service, only one time for improvement. So she also got selected for IPS posted in Assam. Now between the two, she has to make a choice. Which one do you opt, dear? Sir, I didn't apply for both exams, sir. So let's assume. So deputy collector in home state, IPS in Assam cadre. Which one do you opt? Probably somebody would opt Assam IPS, Jungle Ki Raja. If you opt for IPS, you cannot join in deputy collector. If you join for deputy collector, you have to send a non-willingness to for IPS. Between the two, whichever you feel is a better choice. I won't say everybody would opt for deputy collector. I won't say everybody opt for IPS. But whatever according to their choice, the value of the next best alternative available is opportunity cost. One more real life example you will understand. Probably, so today morning, he wanted to have breakfast, but they said, Madam, please, sorry, we have only idli, pongal, upma. So out of these three only you have to make a choice. Suppose she opted for upma, she opted for idli, one more friend opted for pongal. Whichever you did not opt, because you opted whichever is better, is called as Next best alternative. Today morning while picking up the dress from wardrobe, you selected one pink color, you selected one white color. Between the two, you selected pink color. Whichever you kept aside, that is called as opportunity cost. Now clear what is opportunity cost? In every day, when you are making a decision should be informed choice, decision should be conscious choice, decision should be based on analytical choice. See, look at what you are doing. Whenever you go along with your friends to DMart, you are buying so many things, not because you need it, because offers are available. Sometimes you are doing something not because you need it, because friends are doing it. So choice is sometimes not informed choice. Choice is sometimes not based on need. Choice is sometimes based on social influence. In your friends, in that Totti gang, everybody got Apple phone. So a need is created in your mind. I should also have an Apple phone. So what should we do? Order white Apple sticker in Amazon and stick on the phone. I mean, if really it is need for you, you have to make a choice. But don't make a choice based on XYZ influence. You do understand what I am telling? This is called as opportunity cost. Now, previous year question based on concept of opportunity cost. A farmer cultivated paddy instead of wheat during a specific crop season. So, what is the opportunity cost? The value of the crop of the wheat is the opportunity cost. If the farmer had opted for wheat, what is the opportunity cost? That is called as opportunity cost. Now understood? So 2:30 to 4:30 or 3:30 to 5:30 time opportunity cost is there. What is the opportunity cost? Sleep, obviously. 2 hours of valuable sleep, sir. Anyway, sleep is the secret of beauties. So the more you sleep, the more beautiful you will become. But you should not sleep permanently. Okay, so which means there is an opportunity cost. Of course, now most of sleep is gone, but true only. Every day we have an opportunity cost. What is the opportunity cost of listening to the class and not listening to the class? If you listen to the class carefully, in the exam, when you look at a question, you will smile at the question. Why you will smile at the question? నువ్వు వస్తావని నాకు తెలుసు ముందే. So, otherwise, question will laugh at you and smile at you. And what question will tell you? నీకేం రాదు నాకు తెలుసు. So that's the only opportunity cost. In every exam, only one opportunity cost. See what is happening? Either you are smart or examiner is smart. There is an opportunity cost here. So if you understood correctly, if you are able to apply it properly, opportunity cost. Wow, we are smiling at the question. Otherwise, the question is laughing at us, not smiling at us, laughing at us. That is called as opportunity cost. See, during preparation journey also, every day is an opportunity cost. See, you can get anything but not the time. Whatever time is wasted, it is life waste only, not time waste, life waste. If you use the time properly, probably return also will be multiplying. So this is called as opportunity cost. So probably friend said, hey, let's go to tea, and you thought actually you would spend 5 minutes for tea. After going there, 1.5 hour discussion is going on about Donald Trump uncle. Tisha person understood, clarity came for him, and he gave a hint also. 1.5 hour అయింది, ఏం డిస్కషన్ చేస్తున్నారు, ఇక్కడే ఉంటారు అశోక్ నగర్లో. మీన్ వాట్ వాజ్ హిస్ ఇంటెన్షన్? ఓన్లీ డిస్కషన్ బ్యాచేనా? See, 1.5 hour is a valuable time that is available. How do we make a choice? It depends upon us. Now got clarity about opportunity cost. So every day you have to answer to yourself the choice that you made and the opportunity cost that is available with the choice. Okay? So while making a choice, next line. While making a choice, opportunity cost is evaluated. While making a choice, opportunity cost is evaluated. Opportunity cost refers to value of next best alternative. Opportunity cost refers to value of next best alternative when a choice is made. When a choice is made. So after that, goods refers to visibles in raw materials, visibles, visible, visibles in raw materials or final form, FORM, final form, which satisfy needs. Services refers to intangible mental effort which satisfy needs. So we know what are goods, what are services. Cost, COST. It refers to expenditure incurred on factors of production, such as land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship, land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship, ENTRPRENUR, entrepreneurship, in economic activity. I repeat, what is cost, sir? Expenditure incurred on factors of production in the process of economic activity. What are the factors of production? Land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship. Look at for this class. What are the factors of production for this class? Most valuable diamonds like you. Apart from that, screen, fan, AC, chair, all are factors of production only. So what is economic activity? What is non-economic activity? Doing something with expectation of return is called as economic activity. So how much interest you are paying every month to your mother? What are you talking, sir? Why will you pay interest to mother, sir? Suppose there is a fight between mummy and you told, I'll give back all your money along with your interest. She calculated and told 4.5 crore. So what will you tell? Sorry mummy, love you mummy. So economic activity. Your friend is coughing in the class, you are giving a water bottle to the friend. Economic activity or non-economic activity? Oh, non-economic activity. Coming to the class, economic activity or non-economic activity? Economic activity. Return is not going to come now. Return is going to come in future. Understood what is economic activity? Simply you are dancing in the hostel. Economic activity or non-economic activity? Your friend made a short video and uploaded in Instagram. Whoever has seen that dance, they went to coma. So which means, see, economic activity or non-economic activity will be decided based on whether are you expecting return or not. Okay? Love, economic activity or non-economic activity? I did not say it. So, It depends upon the lover, it seems. So, but anyway, at least parents love. Hey, no, that is also economic activity only, but then generally parents love is at least non-economic activity, because only thing that they expect is you should not give any surprise to them. Probably. So look at what is economic, what is non-economic. Now understood what is economic, what is non-economic. If somebody texts in WhatsApp, hi, you should reply, hey, it is economic activity. So I know the return that is expected. I am away from all this because I studied something called opportunity cost. Correct only? So which means every choice that you make, true, we have to accept. Human relationships or commercial contracts, based on some economic activity only, they are trying to ask you something. So you should be careful to decide which activity to be selected, which activity to be not to be selected. Understood? Right there. Return paid for factors of production respectively. Return paid for factors of production respectively are rent, salary, not salary, salary, interest, profit for land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship. Now, if you just understand this logic, you will understand why gas prices are increasing. Why gas prices are increasing? Cost is increasing. Why cost is increasing? Factors of production is increasing. Why factors of production is increasing? Because two uncles are fighting among each other. Two comedians are fighting among each other. Everybody else is getting impacted. So that's the reason why cost increases, impact is seen on the prices. I hope in Ashok Nagar also, in all curry fine tiffin centers, what happened to prices? Because cylinder cost got increased, price of the menu also got increased. Now understood? Principle of cost, principle of price. Price refers to monetary value paid. Price refers to monetary value paid for exchange of goods and services. Monetary value paid for exchange of goods and services. It includes cost, applicable taxes, and profit. So now you know cost, now you know price. So you can understand two terms, demand and supply. Demand refers to desire to buy, capacity to buy, along with availability of the product. See, sometimes even if all three are available, we may not make a choice immediately because that's not our immediate need. Even desire is there, capacity is there, product is there, we may not buy immediately. We will buy it when we feel it is need for us. Did you buy a car? Right now we don't feel it's not need, so we are not buying it. You may have desire, you may have capacity, product may be available. So that is the meaning of the word demand. Okay? Supply. It refers to goods which are ready for consumption. It refers to goods which are ready for consumption to satisfy need. To satisfy need. Now, based on these two, there is one economy theory. What is that economy theory? What does the economy theory says? Just try to understand very simple theory, which we call it as price theory. Based on this, one chapter is there in UPSC prelims and mains, that is called as inflation chapter. But to understand that inflation chapter, fundamental concept called demand, supply, price theory. What does this price theory says? If other conditions are normal, if supply is less, demand is expected to increase, which leads to increase in prices. Prices may increase. If other conditions are normal, if supply seems to be more, or if supply is more, demand is expected to decrease, price is expected to fall. So look at the word, if other conditions are normal, meaning income is normal, consumption is normal, availability is normal. If you just understand this one principle called price theory, one entire chapter is there based on only this principle called inflation chapter. So every term that you discuss in inflation chapter is based on one simple concept called demand and supply. A very simple logic example, practical example you'll understand. Government of India told, we are not permitting export of non-basmati rice. Government said, if you produce rice other than basmati rice, in the remaining rice, we are not allowing exports. Export means we are selling to foreign countries. But government is not permitting. Why government is not permitting? Because in India itself, rice prices are increasing. Why rice prices are increasing? Supply is less, demand is more. Now, if government does not allow export of rice, what happens to supply of the rice in India? If you don't allow export, what happens to availability of rice in India? Increases. So what happens to prices? So look at, once again I'm explaining. Government deliberately told, for next 2 months, we are not allowing export of non-basmati rice. The reason being, in India itself, rice availability is less. Rice prices are increasing. So if you don't allow export of rice, what happens to availability of rice within India? So deliberately government is taking the measures. Our Union Finance Minister is appealing to the, my dear ladies, please don't buy gold. ప్రేమైన బంగారంలారా బంగారం కొనొద్దండి అని ఎవరు అడుగుతున్నారు? ఆ బంగారం అడుగుతుంది, ఐ మీన్ ఫినాన్స్ మినిస్టర్. సో యూనియన్ ఫినాన్స్ మినిస్టర్ మేడం నిర్మలా సీతారామన్ ఈజ్ టెల్లింగ్, ప్లీజ్ డోంట్ బై గోల్డ్. వై ఈజ్ షీ టెల్లింగ్ లైక్ దట్? We don't have physical gold here. We have been importing from South Africa, because of which gold prices are increasing. So she is telling, please don't buy physical gold. Go for e-gold. Go for some bond. Go for something else but not the physical gold. But why everybody in India wants to buy gold? Because they want to show off to others. Gold is a status symbol. Gold is a display of wealth. Gold is a storage of wealth. Gold is a way of converting black money into white money. So that is the reason why. See, you want to go to a function. If you have gold, the more gold you have, the more respect you will get. లక్కీ భాస్కర్ సినిమా చూశారు కదా? ఇది ఇండియా. వస్తువులు కొనాలంటే డబ్బులు ఉండాలి, మర్యాద రావాలంటే డబ్బులు ఒంటి నిండా కనపడాలి. The more gold you display, the more social respect. Probably you can't wear a gold band around your neck and go. So what she is telling, see, this is not the right time to buy the gold. Please look for alternative. But it is our choice only. Whether we buy or not, it is our choice only. See, look at one side, supply demand principle on gold. Look at other side, supply demand principle. And direct recent example of petrol. Global average crude oil price index is called as Brent index. Yes. Global crude oil price is called as Brent index. Because of this war, oil refinery facilities got impacted. So what happened to the supply of crude oil in the global market? In the global market, overall crude oil supply got decreased. But essential consumption every day for transportation. So demand is increasing. That's why what is happening to price of each crude oil. So we can see the price theory in real life. Understood? So in Ashok Nagar also we can see price theory. Suppose notifications came, that side job calendar, this side job calendar. What happens to prices in the study hostels? Increases. For the last 1.5 years, what happened to prices? No prices at all. Why? Nobody is there. So price theory you can see in real life also. Can we say that? So a boy became IAS officer. What happens to his market price? Increases. Fake AWS certificate, service is cancelled. What will happen? So which means, so price is influenced by two fundamental factors called demand and supply. Clear? That's only is called a price theory. It is theory, but if you apply to real life example, you can see it. Every day you can see it. You're asking in curry point, adentanna curry 20 rupees kada, why did you increase to 30 rupees? So what is the answer? Call to Donald Trump. Call to Donald Trump. అని చెప్తున్నారు వాళ్ళే. అర్థం కాలేదా? So they are telling because of Trump action, supply of gas got decreased, demand is more, prices got increased. So in curry point also prices got increased. తీసుకుంటావా? తీసుకో. లేదా ask Donald Trump. So which means, look at, you can see it, you can feel it. Everybody can face, but the poorest, the poor is the worst affected. Everybody is facing, but who is the worst affected? Poorest to the poor is the worst affected because they cannot purchase more. Understood? This is called price theory. So put that in price theory. Price theory. It says that if other conditions are normal, it says that if other conditions are normal, price is influenced by demand and supply. Demand and supply. It means if supply is less, demand is expected to increase. Demand is expected to increase, which may lead to increase in the prices. Okay? If supply is more, demand is expected to decrease. Which may lead to decrease in prices. Correct only? Whatever you written opposite only, we are writing reverse. Earlier you written expected to increase the prices. Now you are writing expected to decrease in the prices. If you have just understood this logic of price theory, whenever you see the paper, you will understand, oh, that is the reason why prices are increasing, prices are decreasing. Now after going home, you are explaining Brent crude oil index, Strait of Hormuz, because of which gas prices are increasing. Oh, one day only this much knowledge. Because of price theory is one word, but you can apply it to real life every day. Okay? Now all this will help in understanding three fundamental questions. What are the three fundamental questions, sir? What to produce, how to produce, distribution. I told you what to produce will be decided based on immediate need of the public and the administrative system. But how to produce, here three different models are there. So what are those different models, sir? Capitalism, socialism, mixed economy. Regularly you keep using the word. So this is an ideology. So capitalism is an economic ideology, meaning how means who should produce? Government only should produce, private should produce, or combination of both of them. Based on this ideology, economic systems are classified into capitalism, socialism, mixed economy. In polity also you'll study a concept called socialism. Because our preamble declares ourselves, we the people of India solemnly resolve ourselves as sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic to provide liberty, equality, fraternity, integrity, social, economic, political justice. But what is meaning of capitalism? So to understand this, every human relationship is a commercial contract. The motto of any economic activity is maximization of the profit. So in capitalism, the business of the government is not to do any business. The business of the government is not to do any business. Full freedom will be given to the private players. Market forces, demand and supply will decide the prices. This economic system is called as capitalistic economic system. The role of the government is very minimal. How much price should be collected for this particular shoe will be decided by manufacturer, demand and supply. Government will not decide. This economic system is called as capitalism. So what is the motto of economic activity? Maximization of the profit. But what is the idea? If her company makes profit, she will reinvest that profit again. Competitor also will come into the picture. More competition, more quality, more choice, and public will get benefited. So this ideology is called as capitalistic. I'll give the example, you'll understand. Before 1991, in India, we had only one telecom company called BSNL, Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited. If you send WhatsApp today, it will be delivered after 1 week. But after 1991, we permitted private players, we permitted foreign players, they can only decide how much of price they want to collect. So look at the telecom reforms now. So which means what? In capitalism, what is the role of the government? Least, minimal. Who will decide who will decide the prices? Market forces, demand and supply. That's why it's also called as free market economy. In the market, freely economic activities are decided. Government will not interfere. Role of the government is very, very, very negligible, minimum. Parents are giving you full freedom. How much ever money you want, they are giving, no questions are asked. How nice it is. Any problem with the capitalistic economy? What problem is there, dear? Freedom can be misused, sir. Very nice. All the sellers may gang as a syndicate and they can collect the how much of prices they want. What is really need for the public may not be delivered. Best example to understand capitalism. Hospital charges during COVID-19 treatment. Understood? They did not even give dead bodies also because bill is not paid. Next level of capitalism. Understood? Ramcharan married Upasana because he loves Upasana. That is their personal. We do not know. The capitalistic ideology is involved. Capitalistic ideology is involved. Maybe, sir. What is capitalistic ideology? Apollo Hospital. Oh my God. So, I don't know. She is telling. So, see, look at somebody is having their own economic calculation in a relationship. What is it is probably correct. We do not know. So, what does it mean? Capitalism. It's a belief. See, pure, or you can say Pyar, Mohabbat, Dil Ka Dhadkan, all that is movies. In reality, ఆస్తి ఎంత ఉంది? గవర్నమెంట్ జాబా, ప్రైవేట్ జాబా? అబ్బాయి ఒకడే ఉన్నాడా, ఇంకెవరైనా ఉన్నారా లేదా? పేరెంట్స్ ఉంటే చంపేద్దాం అంతే. సో విచ్ మీన్స్, సో Capitalism. See, look at all over చెప్పేస్తారా? That is when you go to honeymoon. So probably no. See, all people are not like that. There are good people like you and me also. But still, human relations are commercial contracts. Accepted. True only. Why you are not invited for all your relatives' weddings? ఏముందని సార్, ఏముందని ఇన్వైట్ చేయాలి సార్? If you have money, if you have power, if you have status, why they are inviting you? Relationship is based on economic status, social status. That is called as capitalistic ideology. Understood? ఎవరు ఎక్కువ కట్నం ఇస్తే వాళ్ళనే పెళ్లి చేసుకోవడం, దట్ ఈస్ కల్డ్ as క్యాపిటలిజం ఇన్ సింపుల్. ఏ అబ్బాయికి అయితే ఎక్కువ వస్తుందో ఆ బక్రానే పెళ్లి చేసుకోవడం, దట్ ఈస్ కల్డ్ as క్యాపిటలిజం. అఫ్ కోర్స్ దేర్ ఆర్ సమ్ ఎక్సెప్షన్స్, but generally human relations are commercial contracts. That's what our Karl Marx uncle says. So which means, see, not every relationship is commercial. Probably more relations are commercial. That is the meaning of it. So what is the role of the government in capitalism? Minimal. Okay? Exact opposite. Socialism. Welfare of people is the motto of the state. Wealth should not be there in the hands of only some people. Wealth should be redistributed. Inequalities have to be reduced. So అందరూ బాగుండాలి, అందులో మనం ఉండాలి. సబ్కా సాత్, సబ్కా వికాస్, సబ్కా ప్రయాస్, సబ్కా వినాశ్, సబ్కా బర్బాద్. No, that is not there. సబ్కా సాత్, all together. సబ్కా వికాస్, all should develop. సబ్కా ప్రయాస్, all should effort. సబ్కా విశ్వాస్, all should have trust. So our Honorable Finance Minister, Madam Nirmala Sitharaman, spoke about this in the budgetary speech. Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. So this ideology is called as socialistic ideology. Why free bus? Oh, women are poorest of the poor. Vote bank politics. Very good. బాగా చెప్పారు. Ration shop, subsidy for grains, welfare policies, reservations, affirmative actions, all this tell us socialistic ideology. ఆస్తి లేకపోయినా పర్లేదు, అర్థం చేసుకునే మనసుంటే చాలు. సో సోషలిస్టిక్ ఐడియాలజీ. అండర్స్టూడ్? అఫ్ కోర్స్ అన్ని పాతకాల సినిమా డైలాగ్లే, బట్ ఇఫ్ యు లుక్ ఎట్ సో బికాజ్ యు ఆర్ జెన్ జీ ప్రాబబ్లీ. సో వాట్ ఈజ్ సోషలిస్టిక్ ఐడియాలజీ? అందం చూసే కళలో కాదు, అర్థం చేసుకునే మనసులో ఉంటుంది. సో Instagram memes only. See, what is socialistic ideology? Don't judge based on money. Never judge a person's future based on their present status. Because a person's life can change any time. Did you understand what I am telling? Socialistic ideology is a belief everything should be controlled by the government. Profit is not the motto. Government should have maximum control over the resources. Resources should be redistributed. From pin to aeroplane, everything is controlled by the government. Till 1991, our ideology was socialistic ideology. Everything was under control of the government. So what is the problem in socialism? Choice is limited. Quality, yes. Why don't we go to a government hospital? Because we are not sure we'll come back. So why all of you got educated in a corporate, private school, college, university? Why not a government school? AC classrooms are not available. Probably you feel good quality education is not available. Socialism, socialistic. Okay? What is the role of the government in socialism? Maximum. It tries to control everything. Mixed economy. Coexistence of public sector as well as private sector. Industrial Policy Resolution 1948 officially declared Indian economy as a mixed economy, but ideology is socialistic ideology. Which means there are some economic activities in which only government would do it. Defense, atomic energy, railways. Of course, now there also we are permitting private. Certain activities will be performed by both government as well as private. Travels, only government or private or both? Both. Railways, government or private or both? Government or private or both? Majority government only, little bit private also is permitted recently, in the recent times. So coexistence of public sector as well as private sector with appropriate balancing of profit and welfare. So what is the motto of capitalist economy? Profit. What is the motto of the socialist economy? Welfare. Which means triple P. Heard about one word called triple P? Public-private partnership. Government also, private also come together. Balance both profit as well as welfare. That is called as mixed economy. So what is the role of the government in mixed economy? Appropriate intervention. Interfere only when it is required. Appropriate control. How questions are asked in the exam? Mark the following. The role of the government is not to do any business. Which economy? Capitalistic economy. The business of the government is to control maximum businesses. The business of the government is to facilitate the business. Mixed economy. Coexistence of public sector as well as private sector. IPR, Industrial Policy Resolution 1948, officially declared Indian economy would follow mixed economic model, but ideology would be socialistic ideology. So, మనకు అర్థమయ్యే భాషలో జెన్జీ లాంగ్వేజ్లో సో క్యాపిటలిజం ఎవరికి ఎక్కువ ఆస్తి ఉంటే వాళ్ళకే ఓటు, సోషలిజం ఆస్తి లేకపోయినా పర్లేదు, అండర్స్టాండింగ్ ఉంటే చాలు, మిక్స్డ్ ఎకానమీ రెండు ఉండాలి. సో విచ్ ఈస్ బెటర్? అరేంజ్డ్ మ్యారేజ్ బెటర్ ఆర్ లవ్ మ్యారేజ్ ఇస్ బెటర్ ఆర్ లవ్ కమ్ అరేంజ్డ్ మ్యారేజ్ ఇస్ బెటర్? No marriage. Wonderful answer. So, because there is no difference, one is suicide, one is murder. I mean, love marriage and arranged marriage, between the two, one is suicide, one is murder. There is no difference. No, it is an ideology. It is an ideology. We do not know. I mean, it is ideology. See, every ideology has positives. Every ideology has negatives. Probably what is correct for you may not be correct for me. According to me, capitalism is best model of economy. According to her, socialism is best model of economy. According to her, mixed, but everybody is a failure. Which means every system had positives as well as negatives. In some countries, capitalism worked well. In some countries, socialism worked well. In India, nothing is working. So which means, see, look at the difference. Capitalistic ideology, socialistic ideology, mixed economy. Now when you read the paper, it appears that the government of India is moving from socialistic to capitalistic. Look at the wording. It appears that government of India is moving from socialistic to capitalistic. What does it mean? Role of the government is decreasing, role of the private is increasing. We are handing over so many new economic activities into private players. Shanti Act, even in nuclear energy also we are permitting private investment. Bill is passed in the parliament which is called as Shanti Act or Shakti Act. So under Shakti Act, even in atomic energy also we are permitting private investment. Now when you read the paper, capitalistic ideology, socialistic ideology, mixed economy. I am saying 100% each ideology has its own positives, its own negatives. So we cannot say that all people, all human relations are commercial context. You cannot say all relations are idealistic. No, combination of all of them. That also we are not sure. So probably based on their availability of the resources, population, political system, administrative apparatus, they selected whichever ideology was working for them. So previous year question, direct question came. Profit and welfare is balanced in which economic system? Mixed economic system. Okay? So capitalism, socialism. So one more practical example. From Hyderabad to Bhadrachalam, TSRTC is running a bus. Bus capacity is 60 seats. Only 20 seats got booked. Will they run the service? Will they run the service? They will run the service because it is TSRTC. If a private traveler is running the service, out of 60 tickets, 20 tickets only got booked, what would you do? Cancel. An SMS will be sent. Sorry to inconvenience. Your amount will be refunded. What is the difference? For them, profit is the motto. For them, that is the difference. Okay, combination of both of them also is there. So this is called as government, private. But see, government alone cannot do everything. Full freedom to private is dangerous. So that's why appropriate control is required. Parents are giving full freedom to the children. Example for capitalism, socialism. Full control is there by the parents. Anta mere chesaru nanna. Mummy is coming and sitting beside you every day in the class. What are you telling, sir? What are you telling? Every day mother is coming along with you and sitting beside you in the class to listen whether you are listening or not. Practically possible? Not possible. See, full freedom is given to you in your career, but appropriate time, they will interfere. When will they interfere? Appropriate time, appropriate choices. Probably when phone call comes, you are going away and then you are calling continuously. So which means what? They expect that we don't misuse their freedom. They expect that you have certain priorities and choices. See, they don't interfere every day in your daily life. But when appropriate choice is supposed to be made, probably they will tell. See, look, this is what we are telling, that too for your own best. Appropriate control. So which means, but what worked in India, sir? Actually, nothing is working. So we will see what is going to work. We will see. But at least something is better than nothing. Something is happening. So because of which our Modi Tata, our Honorable Prime Minister is telling, yes, we might become developed nation by 2047. Now understood ideology? Capitalistic ideology, socialistic ideology, mixed economic ideology. See, the ideology is developed over a period of time. Different group of scholars gave up the idea. Somebody supported them. It became a separate ideology. Okay? And third function, look at what to produce, how to produce, distribution. Distribution means till consumption point, how goods are reaching, which we call it as supply chain. Suppose she is buying probably blueberries pack from a supermarket. She is the consumer. How did blueberry bag from New Zealand came to Ratnadeep supermarket in Hyderabad? Distribution function. So some cargo air transportation in New Zealand transported the blueberries through aeroplane to Hyderabad cargo. From Hyderabad cargo, truck probably distributor, then finally it came to the supermarket. This is called as distribution function. Now look at e-commerce, electronic commerce. Amazon, you can order any product anywhere in the world probably. So look at how finally the product is delivered to you. That is called as distribution function. Packaging, labeling, marketing, branding, all this comes under distribution. So production, distribution, consumption. How do you decide what to produce? Based on identifying need of the people. How do we produce? Government should produce, or private should produce, or both should produce based on ideology. Finally, distribution. So together is called as economic activities of choice to satisfy needs. That is the reason why what to produce, how to produce, distribution functions are happening everywhere. So you are wearing a dress, you are the consumer. Where it got produced? In a factory. What is the raw material? Cotton. So cotton is the raw material. Processing is done in the textile factory. Production is done in the factory. Branding is done. Finally, it is sold in the supermarket or probably some outlet. So production, distribution, consumption. Understood? These are called as three fundamental questions faced by every economy. Now look at what is the immediate need that Indian population is facing right now? Gas and petrol and diesel. So what are we trying to do? Yes, our supplies got disturbed, our demand got disturbed. So we are trying to look for alternatives. Of course, USA permitted India to buy crude oil from Russia. We are looking for LPG from other than the Gulf countries, alternatives we are trying to examine. And we are trying, my dear household ladies, while cooking, please use with rationality. What is the meaning of rationality? Probably don't make puri, don't cook something which consumes gas more. Go for rational usage. Why, sir? Not in India. Globally, supply is getting impacted. Not because of our actions. because of overaction of somebody. Macroeconomic factors which are not under our control. Microeconomic factors, how do we manage within our economy, that is under our control. Did you understand what I am saying? See, what happens to you externally is not under your control. How will you respond to it is under your control. Your friend is telling you are such an idiot. How will you react? Smilingly you are telling, not more than you. External macro factors are not under our control. We don't want that to happen. Definitely we don't want that to happen. But still macroeconomic factors are not under our control. Now understood? So this is called as economic ideology, capitalism, socialism, mixed economy, NCERT opening chapter. What are the three fundamental questions faced by every economy? How to produce, distribution. Okay, we'll write this. Three challenges faced by every economy are three challenges faced by every economy are. Online students, are you there? Three challenges faced by every economy are what to produce, how to produce, and distribution. Yes, sir. What to produce is decided. What to produce is decided. What to produce is decided based on identifying need of the public. What to produce is decided based on identifying need of the public. How to produce is decided. How to produce is decided based on economic ideology. Based on economic ideology of a country. Economic ideology of a country. The three different ideologies are capitalism, socialism, mixed economy. So first put this heading. Capitalism. It is a belief system. In which prices are decided by market forces, demand and supply. Market forces, demand and supply. In this system, the business of the government, in this system, the business of the government is not to do any business. In this system, the business of the government is not to do any business. It is also called as free market economy. It is also called as free market economy. Profit maximization is the purpose of economic activity. So whenever relatives comes to your house, you have to tell them you are the capitalist. Understood? So what is the intention of coming to your house? నీకేంటి, నాకేంటి, మనకేంటి. సపోజ్ షీ బికమ్స్ ఐఏఎస్ ఆఫీసర్, ఎప్పుడూ బంధువులు రాని వాళ్ళు వచ్చి బంధుత్వాలు కలిపేసుకుంటారు. కరెక్ట్ ఓన్లీ? సో వాట్ ఇస్ ద పర్పస్? బికాస్ ఇఫ్ దే అసోసియేట్ విత్ యూ, దేర్ వాల్యూ వుడ్ ఇంక్రీజ్ బికాస్ యూ ఆర్ అట్ గుడ్ లెవెల్. క్యాపిటలిస్టిక్ రిలేషన్షిప్స్. కమర్షియల్ ఓన్లీ. ఇప్పుడు ఎవరైనా ఫోన్ చేసి అడిగారు మనల్ని, ఇఫ్ యూ గెట్ సెలెక్టెడ్, నాకు తెలుసు ముందే నువ్వు సెలెక్ట్ అవుతావు అని. క్యాపిటలిస్టిక్ ఓరియంటెడ్. అదే ప్రిలిమ్స్ క్లియర్ అవ్వకుండా ఏడుస్తుంటే ఎవరైనా ఫోన్ చేశారా? అప్పటి వరకు చాటింగ్ చేస్తున్న అత్త కూతురు ఏం చెప్తుంది? సారీ బ్రో అని చెప్పి రాంగ్ కట్ చేస్తుంది. సో అంటే ఏంటి? సో రిలేషన్షిప్స్ ఆర్ కమర్షియల్ ఓన్లీ. దట్స్ వాట్ కార్ల్ మార్క్స్ సేస్. ప్రాబ్లీ నాట్ ఆల్ ఆర్ లైక్ దట్, బట్ బీ కేర్ఫుల్. దట్స్ వాట్ ఎకనామిస్ట్ ఆర్ సేయింగ్. యూ షుడ్ బి ఏబుల్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ whether it is profit maximization or not. You should be able to understand. Okay? Next, socialism. It is an economic system in which welfare of people. It is an economic system in which welfare of people is the motto of the state. Welfare of the people is the motto, M-O-T-T-O, motto of the state. In the system, state will have control over. In the system, state will have control over maximum resources. In this economic model, prices are decided by the state. Prices are decided by the state. Prices are decided by the state. I'll give a practical example, you'll understand. See, now petrol prices, diesel prices are decided based on market prices. Meaning in the international crude oil market, based on supply and demand, prices are decided here. But earlier, petrol price is fixed to the public. If any changes are there, that was paid by the government as a subsidy to the oil marketing company. Did you understand what I'm saying? Now if I go to a petrol bunk, whatever based on demand and supply in the international market, prices are increasing, prices are decreasing. But earlier, price is fixed to me. Whatever differences are there, that was paid by the government to petrol bunk. Did you understand what I'm saying? So based on demand and supply, prices should be decided. Capitalistic. Government will fix the price. Socialistic. COVID-19 time also, government came up with a circular per bed for treatment during COVID-19. Hospitals should not collect not more than fixed price. Why government try to control? It is emergency situation, save lives. Profit maximization is secondary. Now, government did not fix any price. Any hospital can collect how much of prices they want. So one is capitalism, one is socialism. Okay? Mixed economy. Officially, Industrial Policy Resolution 1948. Officially, Industrial Policy Resolution 1948. Industrial Policy Resolution 1948 declared India as mixed economy. It refers to coexistence of, officially declared Indian economy as mixed economy. After that, it refers to coexistence of public sector as well as private sector. It refers to coexistence of public sector as well as private sector. In the system, government will have appropriate control on the market when required. So finally, you are following capitalistic ideology or socialistic ideology or mixed? So full clarity is there in the mind. So mixed ideology. Okay, just last line. Distribution. Because what to produce you have written, how to produce you have written. So last third, what to produce, how to produce, distribution function. Okay, distribution. It is related to enabling availability of goods. It is related to enabling, enabling availability of goods at consumption place. Okay, so I introduced very fundamentals of probably economy today. So tomorrow probably I will be introducing national income, type of income, what is income, so what should be considered, what should not be considered. Probably gradually will be increasing the difficulty of the terms. Okay, after this, okay. I don't recommend you to buy NCERT books as such, because I know if you buy you don't read it, but still, so because don't think that every page in the NCERT is important for the exam, or don't be also under the impression that every compilation is required. So if you still want to read, don't worry, I will post NCERT gist in Telegram channel. If you want to read it, you can read it. You are welcome always. But don't become book collector. You have to become district collector. Okay, so this is brief idea about NCERT basic terms today. Probably tomorrow I'll introduce national income, basic terminology. You will get a clarity of GDP, GNP, NDP, NNP. Up to this, okay? Able to sleep? No sir, never allowed sir. So don't worry, you made a right choice. So we will ensure that you will understand the terms properly. Okay, thank you.